Facebook.
True.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. I hope you all are doing well over on Facebook and YouTube. Let me know what you all have going on today. We haven't talked about the weather in a while. Right now it is 81 and sunny. It's a beautiful day, especially since
81?
It's 81, which means it's gorgeous.
Guys, the way I've been sweating today, you would think it was at least 100.
Guys, Becca's been working so hard. Me and Courtney have been like eating snacks and just watching Becca kill herself today. And you guys might see what she's been killing herself on later if we can promote it. I don't know if we can or not, but right now it's a hush-hush secret. But Becca's been working really hard today, and she's going to continue to work hard after the live stream. So,
and guys, I'm already exhausted. You know, if you follow us on social media at all, you know that we did go to Atlanta Mart, which was so much fun. But that's a long weekend, guys. We walked and walked. I looked at my phone, you know, for the step count thingy, and I don't have a goal set. I guess it's just a default set. It said that I got to 400% of my active goal.
400%.
2 days in a row. That's how much we walked and shopped, and oh my gosh.
And guys, just the driving alone, from here to there, it's about 4 hours.
4 hours, yeah.
So that's a lot for them to have done.
So we got home, we left Friday morning, we got home yesterday afternoon around, I got to my house about 2:30, and I was exhausted, and then I come to work. And y'all, sometimes I get to sit down and design things in Design Space or Illustrator or whatever. Today I have just been like
on her feet,
working.
Yeah, 24/7 all day. I'm sure the day's flown by for her too, just because she's been working like that. When I work like that, my day flies as well. But we've just been kind of sitting back watching Becca work so hard today.
Anyway, anyone's pretty.
Yeah. So clap for Becca and her work ethic.
Yeah, clap for Becca.
Yeah, 81 is great. It's sunny. It's beautiful outside today.
Diane says, I'm so sad that I'm just catching this now. Diane, we've just been shooting the breeze, shooting the bull. What's the term? Don't know. Anyway, we just started, so you haven't missed anything.
You haven't missed a thing. We haven't even talked about anything, but we need to because we have some really fun promotions going on, which Boss Man told us about this morning. So this just in, fresh, hot off the press, we have a membership sale for you guys, not 10, not 20, but $30 off of a yearly membership for you guys today.
Which rarely happens.
You're not going to find a price that good except maybe on Black Friday. We might beat that price, but that's it. That's the only time of the year we beat this $30 price. So if you're wanting a year membership, if you're starting to gear up for your fall and your Christmas crafts like we are here, then you guys definitely need that yearly membership for $30 off because it is... What?
My phone. I was trying to check our Facebook and I couldn't get it to stop. I'm sorry,
She's
guys.
like, it's okay. It's $30 off using the code FLASH30 in the coupon code. So once you go and enter in all your details, make sure you scroll on down to that FLASH30 coupon code, and I will demonstrate that later on for you guys as well. So go get your membership. The yearly membership, you're already saving so much money. You're getting the most amount of our benefits, which is over 4,000 digital cut files. You actually get all of our fonts, which we have close to 500 fonts for you guys. Our yearly members also get a free commercial license, meaning you can sell any and all projects you make using our cut files and fonts for your own profit, completely legal. We have a lot of amazing printable guides. We have a member-only Facebook group and so much more. So get your yearly membership. But if the yearly membership is a little bit too much for you guys to do right now, if you're a little on the fence, if you're brand new, let us know that you're new. We would love to welcome you. We want to offer you guys something special. For your very first month of membership, we want to offer you a membership for just $1. That will give you a membership for 30 days and allow you guys to download some cut files, look around the site, see some fun stuff, get added onto the Facebook group, and it's kind of like dipping your toes in and seeing what you're missing. Now, most people go ahead and upgrade pretty soon after they join because you don't get all the perks for being a monthly member or for being the just one coupon code member, but that is a great way to see what all there is to see in the membership and see what all you can get. So if you'd like to take advantage of that, click the link that Becca has thrown in the comments. There is also links in the description, and use the coupon code JUST1 in the same little coupon box that I will show you later. It's in there though if you follow the steps through checkout. So guys, that is amazing. I mean, there's so much to be Excited for today. Such good deals if you guys want to take advantage of that.
Rachel, we have so many new friends here today.
Oh my goodness.
So Diane Bennett says, I'm new.
Hello.
Joanna says, I'm new. Jill's Comfort Zone, that's cool. I'm new.
Hello,
and
guys.
then we have Diane Wilkinson who says, this is my first live to catch. I'm so excited, and said basically that she wished that COVID were over. She's a school bus driver and she's ready to get back to work. And then she would jump into the membership. So if you haven't already taken advantage of our wonderful promotion, the Just One promotion for our $1 month membership, that's a fantastic way for you to get a little bit of feel for Makers Gonna Learn's membership, and only for $1. I'm sure you can afford $1.
It's an amazing promotion that Tanner gives every now and again, and it's a great time to do it now, because I'm telling you, we're still in the midst of COVID, like Miss Diane was mentioning, and while you can get caught up in it, it's really good to just distract yourself from it. And the best way to do that is to pour yourself in a hobby, or some people think of it as like a stress reliever, which I think crafting is. So whether you need a stress reliever for your hard days or just a distraction from the world going on around you, getting a membership is the best way to do so. So if you don't want to go ahead and join the yearly membership for $30 whole off, which gives you access to everything we have to give, then go ahead and just throw in $1 and get your membership today for a month, and see
which
what
gets
we have to offer.
you know, the 20 cut files.
Yes, you get 20 cut files of your choosing, any 20. You can look at all of them though. You can look at our fonts, so you can look at all of our cut files, you can look at all of our printable guides. You do get access to the member only Facebook group, which I just want to say, guys, is one of the highest rated, one of the most sought after things that you get in the membership. It's an amazing resource for you guys. There's over 6,000 like-minded crafters in there that are there to lift you up and give you advice and help you, and you know, it's amazing. It's like one big family over there.
Rachel, so many new friends. Cheryl says it's my first
guys.
live. Yvonne says, I'm so excited to be here. I'm new. A Savage, I'm new to the Cricut world and this channel. So many new friends. I'm so excited that you guys are with us here today. But I do want to give Diane a piece of advice. Diane Wilkinson, who is probably considering the $1 membership, with over 4,000 cut files available to members at Makers Gonna Learn, it could be a little bit overwhelming for her.
It can.
To try to just choose 20 cut files.
Yes.
So we have this feature on our website where you can favorite your cut files.
It's
so
true.
what I
the
suggest,
little heart.
Yes. What I suggest is signing in, looking through all the cut files and favoriting yours first, and then you can go to your favorited ones and sort of weed down from there to select your 20.
Great tip. And even that can be overwhelming, because let me tell you guys, me and Becca recently got asked what our favorite cut files were. I don't know about Becca, it took me forever.
I think mine changes daily though, so that's not a fair question to ask.
It's true. There's so many good ones. I got it down to 5 that like must have, and I still couldn't choose. It's so hard to pick a favorite cut file, and you guys get to download 20 in that first month.
And keep them forever and ever.
And keep them forever.
Even if you didn't renew your membership with us here at Makers Gonna Learn, which I hope to goodness that you do, you can still keep those 20 cut files.
Yeah,
so,
you get those forever, which is amazing. So let us know any questions that you have about the membership, about the $1 membership sale. Let us know. And then Becca is answering that question there for A Savage. The code is just one. So just make sure you use that coupon code after you go through the motions of signing up, and you will get that for $1.
So Jill said, I just started using my Cricut for my business, and I've been stuck trying to print and cut my logo for merch. I truly felt helpless. I hope I can get help from membership. Is the membership only for cut files?
That's a great question.
So it's a fantastic question.
Yeah, so the cut file, the membership has cut files, over 4,000 of them to be exact. So many cut files. We also have over 400 fonts. And like I said, member only Facebook group and amazing resources. But the biggest thing that I think is amazing about our membership is that it was designed with beginners in mind.
Right.
So people that are having trouble with their software, having trouble just kind of going through the motions, because maybe you've mastered vinyl, maybe you've mastered iron-on, but you're going into the print and cut realm and you're getting a little confused. We have resources, whether that's things that you can read in a guide or that's videos that you can watch, to help you, to have you learn from that. Because our goal here at Makers Gonna Learn is to make sure that you all are confident, well-rounded crafters, and you do that by asking questions and looking for, resources to help you through that, and by learning every single day and not, giving up when you've had a project fail, but getting back on your feet and fixing the mistake you made and moving on and just becoming great crafters all around. And for you guys to, you know, have problems like that, that's what we're here for. That's exactly what the membership is for. The first thing that our members would do if they were having a problem like this is go in the Facebook group.
Yeah,
with over 6,000 people. Yeah, and just say, lay it all out. They love screenshots if you're having problems. And let me tell you, if one of the amazing team members don't get to you first, you'll have a ton of people that are very knowledgeable there to help you along the way. So it's a great resource, really. And you know, you have a ton of opportunities to email us, or we have videos we can reference for you guys or guides for you to look at. So we're here to answer all your questions. We are not like Cricut Access. We don't just give you cut files and fonts and hope that you know how to use them and, you know, just kind of go with it. We want to make sure that you guys know what knowing what you want to do. We want to give you guys inspiration, education, and motivation to create what you want to create.
Yeah, so Jill, definitely if you are not a member of the private Facebook group, go ahead and go over there, request access to it once you are permitted, then grab some screenshots of the issue that you're having. Even a video is super, super helpful.
Yeah.
And then post it, and I'm positive that you're going to have all sorts of wonderful feedback from that. Oh, Olivia says, I'm new. I got my maker in February. I've never used it. I'm invested in purchasing the tools, paying just $1. What are the other fees? So Olivia, there are no other fees for that.
Not for that month that you pay.
No.
So you pay us $1 and you create a what do you call it? You create an account.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
You create an account, and then
you have instant access.
Yeah, you go in there, look through the cut files, look through the fonts, and for 30 days you will not be billed again. After 30 days are up, we will rebill you for the monthly payment, the regular monthly payment, which is $19.99, and then you will automatically be upgraded to be able to have access to all the cut files instead of just 20 to download. You'll have the printable guides as well, which is another amazing resource. But I just have to say, a lot of people who have the $1 membership, after the month is up, they'll contact customer service and they want to upgrade to yearly.
Yeah,
they want
not
to go
just
all
monthly,
the way.
but yearly.
Yeah, so just saying that, if you picked one today, $30 off of that yearly membership is a very, very good price.
Yeah.
If you just want to go ahead and do it. I mean, yeah, you could spend a month looking around for $1, but if you kind of know what you like about the membership, if you know what we are about and things like that, just go get yourself $30 off of that yearly membership and start crafting with everything we've got to give. I mean,
Jen says, how much is the yearly membership? Generally, like full price, the membership is $191.88. So with the $30 off, it's $161.88.
Yeah, and regular price at $191.88. Our yearly members are already saving $48 through the year being a yearly member rather than being monthly. So you actually spend the least amount of money in getting the most amount of our resources. So tack on 30 extra bucks to that savings and you guys are really stealing that membership. So yeah. Let me know if you have any other questions about that, guys. I'm sorry that we've kind of been rambling about that.
No, but we've had so many questions
have
about
such amazing
it.
questions, so thank you all so much for that. Today, we're making this adorable mirror. I don't know if you guys can see it. Mirrors are kind of tricky for lives, but we have a mirror here and it's got a really cute, let me show you the back. This is like wood veneer. It's so cute. It's wood veneer, so adorable. We love this. And we use like foam and a mirror. So we have that wood veneer on the back. We have some leather.
This
and these
project
cute
blows
little
me
buttons.
away, guys.
It's so cute.
It's
and
adorable.
I can't take credit. Our amazing creative director, Courtney, comes up with most of the projects that you see. Me and Becca do put our own unique spin on most of them, but the actual ideas are mostly Courtney's. So this was another one that Courtney came up with. She probably got inspiration from Pinterest or anything. I don't want to give her all the credit, but it's a super cute one. This is what we're walking through to show you guys today. I'll go through all of these supplies that we're going to be using. You guys let me know if I go too fast through this. All of these things that I'm using are also linked in the description. So from the mirror to the little foam round to the wood veneer that we have, it's all linked down there for you guys, except I think I didn't link the rotary cutter, but hey, what are you going to do?
Right.
So let me know if you have any questions. We have an 8-inch mirror. I guess that's the first thing that I'll talk about. I got these off of Amazon. It came with a bunch in the pack, which I'm actually happy about because one of them was broken through transit, which I don't blame them. It's a little mirror, so I'd say that 1 or 2 got broken. So we have these 8-inch mirrors here. Then we also ordered 8-inch styrofoam rounds here. So they're 1 inch wide. By 8 inches. So there you go. So cute, so simple. Then we have this wood veneer. This is the cherry color. And if you guys don't know what wood veneer is, it's basically like extremely thin wood that's very bendy and stuff with kind of like the back of like a craft paper. I mean, it's super
it's
nice.
one of my favorite materials right now.
Yeah, Becca's really been into this stuff. I don't use it near as much, but it's really nice stuff, so we absolutely love using this. And again, the color that we're using today is cherry.
Oh, that's not Cricut brand.
No, this isn't Cricut
Oh.
brand. No, Courtney picked this up a long time ago. Super cute. I'm pretty sure it cuts on the same setting though.
Yeah.
The setting I use for this is actually craft board, which is the only one that I tested and it worked, so I just went with it. But it's a little bit thin for the craft board setting, so I'm sure there are other settings that it would do just fine for. So we have that as well. We have some scrap vinyl today, so don't be using a great sheet of vinyl. You can use stencil vinyl or a color of vinyl that you don't particularly love. For this project, I want to go ahead and recommend stencil vinyl because when you are placing your vinyl onto your mirror, you don't really know where it's going. And that is probably my biggest pet peeve about this project, although there are some workarounds that I will show you that will make it a lot more successful. But that's just something to remember as well. So if you have some scrap vinyl, that's fine, but I think stencil vinyl would work better. Along with that, we do have our masking paper transfer tape. We have our alcohol in our little pump bottle and some paper towels that we're going to be using just to clean our mirror. We have a hot glue gun today, some gloves, a jumbo craft stick, and our etching cream. Let me see, we have a pokey tool, which is not called a pokey tool. It's just one of the Cricut weeder tools, and it's just the one that's like a straight pokey tool. Then we have these things. Now, Becca, what would you call these? The packaging, excuse me, they're decorative nails. So they're just like,
It looks like a brad, but
it's just like a brad, but like
Yeah.
the back is like one of those push pins that you would see, except it's prettier. So we'll show those on the B cam as well, but again, those are in the description. Let me see, I have some leather here. This is just, I think this is 2 inches or 1.5 inches. I think it's 1.5 inches. Leather strip, you can see where I had already cut some off for the sample project I made today. So because we do need to cut this because our wood round is 1 inch long and this is 1.5 inches, we have to trim it. We have our rotary cutter, and this guy, which is just an acrylic ruler. And along with that, on the table, we do have a self-healing mat. Feel free to do this beforehand so you don't have to fool with it. That's fine. And then we're also using 2 mats today. So for the vinyl, we're just going to be using our regular standard grip mat. And then for the wood veneer, just because it's a little bit, as you can see, it's bowed a little bit, we used a strong grip mat. That really helped it stick a lot better for us today. So the only thing that we're going to be cutting today is the back of the wood veneer, which is just 8 inches. That's what we're going to be testing for you guys to see. So we actually don't need our standard grip mat, so I'm going to set that off to the side. But that is it for all of our supplies. Now I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys Design Space and how we created this. Really easy. We're going to be doing some curved text today in Design Space, but this version is, I don't know. To be honest, guys, I do not love curving text in Design Space. I don't feel like it ever looks amazing, and I can't do it with cursive fonts, of course, because you have to kern them, and to kern them most of the time you do have to ungroup them. Then you can't curve something you ungroup, so it's a whole thing. But this font that we're using today that is called Jessie Cakes actually does fairly well to be curved. And we're going to be doing that word by word instead of the entire phrase together. And I'll show you all of those things. But I do want to make sure that we don't have any questions I've missed before we jump over there.
Is this recorded so we can rewatch again later?
Yes, it is. So as soon as this video is over, it will kind of leave YouTube. And what it's doing is it's processing on the back end. And then it will pop back up for you guys as a previously live video for you guys to reference again. Skip through our chatter at the beginning. Just get to the nitty gritty, whatever you guys would like to do. Great question. Anything else, Becca? Have I
think
missed
I've
anything?
answered it.
Yay, Becca's been doing great. Look at her. Look at all of her replies. Go, Becca. But we'll just go ahead and head over into Design Space. This is a really easy one, guys. There's not much to this Design Space tutorial at all. There's just not much to it. So it looks like one of my little thingies has mysteriously disappeared. I don't know why, but I'm going to duplicate this anyways. And I think this one was 5 inches, maybe 6 inches. We'll go to the height after unlocking this. I'll just make it 6 inches. Boop, boop. Okay. Now, so here is the entire project kind of laid out for us. Now, we do need to cut out every single piece that you see. While this circle is also for visualization purposes because this is the size of our mirror, we will also be cutting this out to be the backing of our mirror if you want to have a backing. It's not like mandatory, but I think it just kind of finishes the look off for us. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Our mirror is 8 inches, like I mentioned, so that's just an 8-inch circle, super easily in there. And then we know that the edges of our styrofoam circle are 1 inch wide. And then if you take this, I meant to do this on the other camera, but I'm just gonna measure Becca, did we decide it's called circumference?
Yes.
I'm gonna measure the circumference. Sorry guys, homeschooler here. The circumference of the circle, which is a little under 25.5 inches. So because we need 25.5 inches all the way around, because we're also going to be adding that pretty wood veneer all the way around there, we want our Cricut to cut that out with some strips. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So we know they're 1 inch. So all I did for that is grab a square. Here's our square. I went up here and unlocked our lock ratio. You can do it from there or from here, whatever you'd prefer. And I wanted our width to be 1 inch. And since our sheets of this are 8.5 by 11, I don't want to stretch it out too far. I think we have a friend we need to kick off there, Becca.
Thank you.
Anytime. Since I don't want to stretch it too much and be too close to the edges here, I'm going to make these 10 inches high. So just like that, 10 inches. And guys, that's it. We just need a couple of these. So since we know that all the way around the circumference of our circle is a little over 25, we're just going to duplicate that. We have 20. Duplicate that again. Now we have 30. A little more than we need. So for this one, after duplicating it, we're just going to go up here, unlock that lock ratio again right up there, and make this 6 inches. It's okay if there's a little bit of overlap because I can actually go in there and use my scissors to just cut a little straight line on that 1 inch and make sure that it's flush with the other sides. It's really not that big a deal, so I'd rather it be too long than too short. That is definitely something to think about. So guys, that's all she wrote for that. I mean, so easy using simple shapes. Let me know if I'm going too fast for you guys or if you would like me to reiterate everything. So other than that, all we have to work on is our curved text. Now here you can see beauty and grace. And if you're looking at it, guys, if you're anything like me and you're kind of nitpicky and you want to be a perfectionist, this also doesn't look perfect. But let me tell you that when the whole project gets done, when you have it etched, it doesn't have to be. It's just cute the way it is. So how we did this was we took it word by word. So we're going to go up to our text and grab us a text box. We're going to go up to where it says font. All of the third-party fonts that you guys download from Maker's Gonna Learn are going to be in system fonts. So now we're going to type in Jessie, and right here you can see Jessie Cake. We're going to type out beauty. And I'm doing all lowercase for today. Feel free to do whatever you would like. Now I'm going to go and click another text box. Go down here, and I'm going to get our ampersand, which is our and symbol there. It always feels weird when I say that word. I feel like I say it incorrectly every time.
I always say it incorrectly.
It's okay. Listen, I feel like I am. Grace. I just got us another text box. So here is all of our words that we're going to be curving today. So I'm going to take these, make it bigger so we can see it a little bit better. And what I'm going to do is word by word, I'm just going to take this, and as you can see up here, you can see curve. Now I just want to I just want to show you guys an example. If you take this and ungroup it, and then you, let's just say, attach it right back together, you can't curve this anymore. But if I go over here, there's curve. If I go here, you can't curve, can't do it anymore. And that is simply because you can't curve anything that has been ungrouped or anything. So I back arrowed us, backspace, undo, all the way back to where it's still one text box. So now you can click curve. And here's where you can kind of go nuts on the scale of curve down, curve up. And of course, it always starts in the center. So as you can notice, through this whole process, our A really isn't doing anything, but all of our other letters are. So I'm just going to start doing this just a little bit. And now I'm going to kind of turn it and scooch it up as we try and build this guy out. Now here's our and I'm going to scoot our and over and try to make it as even as I can. And now we're going to be curving our beauty. I'm going to click curve here. Now you can curve this entire phrase together, but in my opinion, it just looks better when you curve the words separately and then place them together. Again, that's just my personal preference. Feel free to do it however you would like to do it. And see, I didn't do it very much on that one at all. Now I'm just going to pull this guy down just like that. And now you can take all of this together. I'm just going to group it just so it kind of moves simultaneously on the mat before I attach it. I'm going to take it and bring it up here. Curve it a little more, make it a little smaller. And you can see here that I could do a bit more curving to make it fit this a little bit better, excuse me. So what I'm going to do is take my Grace and curve it a little bit more. Just like that. Perfect. Now I'm going to kind of curve it in a little bit more. Great. Take my ampersand and my beauty, and I'm going to actually curve my beauty instead of curving it like using the curve text. I'm going to just kind of curve it with the little adjuster tool there, that little guy. And as you can see, it's really coming together. You can see how it's kind of forming and looking good. And this is when you guys need to get picky and kind of scooch it over. Make sure that you are getting it exactly how you want to. If you want to curve this one a little bit more, you can totally do that. As you can see, scooch it down as I keep moving it from our circle. Just get picky. I mean, work with it. It'll take some time for you guys to get it exactly how you want it, and there's nothing wrong with that. Just take your time with it. I mean, as you can see, it's a learning process. It'll take you a while, but that's totally fine. So after you get it the way you want it, all we're gonna do is take it together and attach it. And we already have one completed and attached up here, so we actually do not need this one, so we're just going to erase him and see him here. And this is when you want to size it. So size it as you're making it. Make sure it doesn't overpower the mirror. You can take a phrase and have it go all the way around the entirety of the mirror if you want, but this is one that we have just put together. Made it a little small just to be in the corner, and we wanted it to be kind of offset. We don't want it, you know, specifically on the bottom or anything. So we just kind of scooched it to one side just like that. Super, super easy. So for this, all we're going to use is regular vinyl. And since we're using vinyl and the craft board setting on this, be sure that when you guys do go and click make it, like if you go and just click make it right now, you can see there is our circle. Here is our little edges of veneer, and then here is our vinyl. So both of these are going to be cut out of the same material, so make sure you do set that to craft board. But after you cut these two out, make sure you go in here and you re-select your material back to vinyl. And another tip I want to give is look how much vinyl this is wasting. Look at that. So if you want to take this, I know it's hard to see because it's black, you can take this and then up here in the corner, rotate it, and then, well, goodness gracious, you can rotate it and then squeeze it up in the corner way closer. But you don't want to squeeze it too much because since we are etching, you do want this to be sort of like a stencil. So you want several different places on the edges where you have some overhang of vinyl. You don't want it to be scooched way up at the top corner because it makes it a lot harder for you guys to apply your etching cream. So you don't want it scooted up way like that. You're not going to have very much room to etch freely. You'll be so worried about getting etching cream somewhere you don't want it. And we have a friend here, and I think Becca knows the answer to this. I don't think you can curve text on your iPad.
You can't, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Your best option if you're using an iPad is to pull a text into a third-party app or something that you can curve and then put it into Design Space.
Yeah.
And I hate that option. I don't know why they don't make that an option on Design Space for iPad.
Which is dumb. It's dumb. But the one thing iPad users have, iOS users that we do not, is smart guides. You can turn smart guides on, which I like when I'm using fonts and things like that. If you click your little settings button, I think it helps a lot personally. I like smart guides. It kind of locks things into places you're trying to do that. So yeah, I like it. And yes, you can curve it letter by letter if you want to do that, if you have the time. And just while we're here, guys, I wanted to show you a little bit about the membership. I see some people have went ahead and got their dollar memberships. That is amazing. I hope you all are going to be enjoying that. So with our yearly membership, like I mentioned, you do get those fonts, the commercial license, and some free courses, which I don't even think I mentioned when I was talking about the perks. And this is what we're talking about the membership being created with beginners in mind. So if you guys want to go ahead and get your yearly membership for $30 off, you can get that today and get access to everything. If you're a beginner, we highly recommend getting this yearly membership because it includes e-courses on how to teach you, all about Design Space, all about your Cricut. There's even one that pairs well with that commercial license in the yearly membership, teaching you how to build a beginner business through die cutting, which is awesome. Here you can see our levels, and this is probably my favorite thing to show because I'm a very visual learner, and you can see the price go down and the perks go up, which is awesome. And that price is not even added in with the $30 discount code if you guys wanted to get that. So I just want to go up here and let's just say, yes, I want to get my best value yearly membership. Click on that. Go ahead, fill in your info. Make sure you go down here to this coupon box. This is the same. If you want to click on the just one, you can click on the monthly membership instead of the yearly like I clicked and type out Flash 30. And coupon code successfully applied. And you guys will pay $161.88 to craft for 365 days. That is an amazing value, and we don't have a lot of sales at all throughout the year that will beat that price. We really don't. So definitely get that today if you have not already, or you can go and get your a monthly membership just for $1. So that's amazing, guys. We're going to go here. Oh, and I forgot to mention also the Fall Summit, guys. If you wanted in on the Fall Summit, that is October 3rd and 4th. If you guys don't know what a summit is, definitely let me know, and I would love to tell you guys more about it. It is 10 classes over the course of a Saturday and Sunday. It's a great crafty time that you guys get to enjoy from the comfort of your own home. There's a lot of amazing teachers and trainings in that's really nitty gritty and down to, the fine details of a lot of different techniques for you guys. These are designed to keep you guys out of your comfort zone and make sure that you are being well-rounded crafters. So just keep that in mind if you would like to do that. Jill, great question. Does the monthly membership come with a commercial license? It does not. So the reason why we give our yearly members, let me go over here and show you as well. The reason why we give our yearly members that free commercial license along with the fonts and those 3 e-courses is because if you all are investing in your machine, that is a lot of money that you've invested. If you already take that next step to invest in us for an entire year, that's paying the entire amount up front and investing in us, then we invest right back into you and give you guys some special perks that other members do not have because of that commitment from you. So that is why we give you guys, that's why we reward you with those fonts, the commercial license, and the e-courses on top of everything else that comes with that membership. Miss Kaylee, first of all, that is a cool way to spell Kaylee. If you purchase Cricut Access, or no, if you purchase access to the summit but can't make one of the days, can you watch the videos later? That is an incredible question. So back over here to the summit. So she's asking if you miss a day or if you can't attend on the Saturday or Sunday when we do have those summits live, can you watch the videos later? The answer is yes. You can watch either the live stream of the entire day of us crafting for 5 to 6 hours as we talk to you guys and answer questions, or you can actually request the HD versions of those videos for you guys to have and use forever. So you guys get lifetime access to these. If you purchase a ticket, those videos are yours. You've purchased those. They are yours to keep forever. So that's a great question. Yes. So back to Design Space. We already have this set to craft board. We have it set on default. And you guys, I don't want to bore you by cutting this. So actually, Becca, we can just go over like just back to the overhead cam, and I'm just going to show them how to load this onto the mat, and then we'll just kind of go on to something else because you guys will be bored by just watching this cut. So all we're doing is cutting out the backing. So we're going to use our strong grip mat, and since the top here, because technically it's supposed to go this way, since the top is pretty gunky from other things, I'm actually just going to flip my mat over and use the side that's a little less gunky. I'm going to lay this down right here, just like so, and allow my Cricut to cut this out. So I'm just going to load in my mat. It's already set with my material. I'm going to cut this just like that. Perfect. So what I have pre-cut for us was our vinyl right here, and then our little sides. So if we take our little foam round here, you can see that these are going to fit perfectly along the edges. Like, look at that. It's going to be so cute. So what we're going to do now is etch. We're going to do some etching. So right now we have our vinyl already cut. Let me get in with the camera a little bit more for you guys. And we just need to weed it. So we have this cut in kind of like a U shape just because that's how it cut. We didn't want to waste a lot of our vinyl, so I'm just going to lay it on a mat just to weed. And I'm using a pen tool from 651 Vinyl. It's an amazing tool, and we're just going to weed this. So, whoop, I took the middle of my E. No problem though. What we can do with that is hold that there. Get some tweezers, if you have some tweezers, and we're going to take the middle of that E, take it right back, and we're just going to place it right where it was. No big deal. See? Easy peasy. And the problem with that, why that happened, is because I didn't burnish, guys. Look at me skipping steps. So if you burnish your vinyl down, you will not have that problem nearly as much. So I'm going to pop this little holder back on there because these are pokey, guys. So I'm going to pop that right back on there and get back in there with our pen tool. And our wood veneer is already cut. It cuts super well. I can't wait to show you guys. And again, that's just the backing if you want the backing on there. If you're hanging this on a wall, you're not really going to see the back, but to use another sheet of this, it just kind of finishes it off. So definitely just do what you want to do in that aspect. It's personal preference. And I want to know how many of you guys have never etched before, because etching, I think, is a super fun way, and it's a very different way to create things. I think it's super nice to do on a wine glass or a glass or things like anything, a mirror again is a great way to do it. You can really see it really well on a mirror as well. So again, the middle of this little E popped up. So I'm just going to take it and place it right back where it's supposed to be. Darn middle of those E's. Perfect. Just like that. Now, once you have it weeded, let me see. I see some questions. So is this reverse weeding? And is this technique the same for etching and stenciling? Great question, Carol. Pretty much, yes. The technique for stenciling and etching is pretty much the same. You use the same type of stuff. And this is not reverse weeding. Reverse weeding is when I would place the transfer tape on here before I even weeded this out. So it's a little tricky of a process, but we do have a video on it. If you go to our channel and search reverse weed, you will see that. And our masking paper transfer tape covers this perfectly. So we're just going to burnish that masking paper transfer tape down. And I see a hand from Miss Becky. Miss Becky, it is so easy to etch. I absolutely love etching, and you will too. Just wait, you're going to love it. So now I'm going to remove the backing from this, just like so. Peel this up, peel it up tight. You don't want those middle of the letters coming up on you. Just like that. Now throw that away and leave him right up there. Now we're going to get our mirror out. Here's our pretty mirror. Look at our camera, guys. Hey, looky there. Oh, look at those cords. Holy crap. Okay.
Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
Jill says, just purchased. I can't wait to learn and start grafting.
Whoop, whoop, Jill. You're going to love it.
Yay, we're so excited to have you, Jill.
So since I'm going to be manhandling one side of it, I'm only cleaning one side of it as well. No need in cleaning the whole thing when I'm just going to get it all dirty again anyways. So we have some rubbing alcohol on a paper towel. And I'm just cleaning this and then going back through it when it's folded and making sure that it is dry. And it is, it looks great. So on this side, here's what we're going to do. This is my trick. You're going to take your design and lay it down. So what we've tried to do is cut it on the bottom kind of evenly. So there's just enough space between the A and the bottom as there is over here between like the C and the bottom. So try and cut it pretty evenly there. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our mirror and the side we just cleaned, we're going to actually flip it down. And we're going to lay this on here like this. This is the best way I've seen. I've tried to do this when your vinyl is not clear, when you're not using stencil vinyl. So I'm just going to lay this over it, and I know it's even, and I'm just going to drop it. Just like that, guys. Flip it over. There you go. So easy. So now I'm going to burnish again, starting from the middle out, just like so. Take this, remove that transfer tape. Just like that. Perfect. And now, if you look, it's on there beautifully. It looks great. So at this point, you can go in there with your fingers and make sure it's all laid down. But if it's all down and it's ready for you, hi camera, you can take your etching cream. Glove up though, guys, if you haven't done this several times because you can get a little bit messy. But what we're going to do is we're going to take our etching cream and a jumbo craft stick here, and we're just going to kind of blob it. Just add some blobs all around here. Just like that. Some people say less is more. That is not the case because, let me tell you, you guys are going to be excited. You can reuse this. So once you're done, you can actually scrape it off and reuse what etching cream you've used on this. So now we're going to take it and just kind of smooth it around. So all I'm going to do is kind of like push it down. It's a very tight seal with our vinyl, so I don't worry about it seeping under the letters, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to kind of push it and make sure it's getting in all the nooks and crannies. And here's the thing, I don't even want to read this. I want this to look like nothing, because if you can read your letters, like if it's thin like that, then it's not going to etch well. You want it to be all good and covered up, all globby, just, oh, beautiful. So once it's one big glob just like this, set it to the side and set a timer for like 20-30 minutes. The longer it sits, they say the deeper that it will, of course, erode in that. But really, the 15 to 20 minute mark is just fine. So I'm actually going to set this to the side because I have one that has been sitting here for a while, guys. So here we go. Boom, bam, done. With the movie magic, we're done here. So we have our etching cream right here. We have our popsicle stick. We're going to scrape that etching cream off and right back into our little tub there. Look how amazing. So let me just tell you, you're never going to run out of etching cream. If you scrape this well enough, you're just not going to run out of it. It's just not going to happen. So what we're going to do now, let me tell you why we're going to do this in this sequence. We're going to take this to the bathroom and we're going to wash it off. And while we washed it off, we're not going to come back yet. We're going to wash it off and then we're going to remove all the vinyl and then wash it off again. So here's why we're not just going to remove the vinyl here. Because with the etching cream on our vinyl still, as we peel it up, we could get etching cream on other parts of the mirror. We do not want it. And then it'll start to etch immediately. Like this stuff is ridiculously fast. So we're gonna run it under the water and rinse all that etching off. And then we're gonna peel that up. And then all those teeny tiny nooks and crannies where there still might be etching cream, we're just gonna wipe that off as well. So that's what I'm gonna go do. And I just realized I have to de-mic. So if Becca knows which mic is mine, you know what, actually, I forgot there's this magical thing where I can just like unplug it from here. So I'm just gonna do that, Becca, so you're good there.
Okay.
So I'm gonna run to the bathroom, do exactly what I said, and Miss Becca can talk to you for a minute.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay, so I did see our friend Yvonne said, I'm so afraid of etching. I bought the etching cream and I haven't used it yet. So my suggestion is to find something really cheap, like an old mirror, an old glass, or something that you just have laying around that you would likely trash, honestly. And just try it. It's super easy to do. You can just make sure that you're wearing gloves, and honestly, like anything else that could accidentally happen would just be maybe some etching cream gets under your stencil, or you get a little bit outside of your stencil or something like that. But that's just learning. So you can kind of decide or kind of find a better technique when you are doing the etching on something that's a cheapie that you don't mind to accidentally have a craft fail. So that's a little bit of advice on that. You can definitely etch. I have faith in you. Do it. Try it. Let's see. Yes, Dollar Tree glasses. Miss Mary suggested Dollar Tree glasses, so that's a fantastic suggestion. Carol said, ready, set, run, Rachel. Look at that. Rachel's already back. I blabbed about etching. Go to Goodwill and find something dirt cheap. Yeah, absolutely.
Hey guys, I think my mic's working again. Had to plug it back in. Oh, but no, great tip, Becca. I mean, these things we got them off of Amazon, but if you're not sure about etching yet, like she said, go to Dollar Tree, go to Goodwill, something like that, thrift store, get you something cheap.
Aaliyah's comment is cracking me up. She said, I'm a hairstylist, so I'd like totally identify with this. I'm a hairstylist and I feel like this is the glove, no glove dance you do with hair dye. I don't need them. And then you either end up with like blistered, burnt hands from bleach, which is what I do, or you end up with like mechanic looking hands because you've dyed someone with black hair.
Mechanic looking hands, I love it. You're like, I don't need them. Yeah. And then it just sticks on you.
I don't need them.
Like my purple shampoo, Beck, I'm sure you can relate. The purple will get on your hands, and you're like, I'm a Smurf now.
I more times than not have, which I'm not actually a hairstylist, I just do my own hair, but my sister, who is a hairstylist, she went to get thumb printed for something. I can't remember what it was.
Oh my gosh,
didn't have thumbprints because of the bleach that she uses. It's so funny.
Guys, when I went to, that's a funny story, Becca. When I went to get my fingers printed, when I went to get fingerprinted for my gun carry permit,
yeah,
I don't have a lot of fingerprints either, literally. And also, guys, just TMI, I have anxiety, so I get nervous when I have to really go like literally anywhere. So my hands were clammy, and this dude was like, I don't know what we're going to do. It kept not taking like 4 of my fingers, and it has to take all 10, and it was like a stupid digital thing, and it just wasn't taking. And
that's hysterical.
I'm sorry, dude. I was there for like an hour. It should have been like a 15-minute thing. It was just, ugh. Okay, so here it is. It's done. Look at me. Hi, guys. So there it is. I think it looks great. So I used my nail in there and scratched off like the rest of the little insides of the letters. So as you can see, like it looks super good. Really nice etching there.
Very nice.
All good. So I also took our little circle out of the Cricut. That cut really well. So now we have that along with all of our edges. And then we're only going to be using 2 of these little guys. So here are the decorative nails. Here they are, right there. They're really cute. You can see them back there. So cute. And now what we're going to do is, let me clean up a little bit, guys. It's such a mess here. We're gonna cut our leather. So I'm gonna place all that to one side. Our hot glue gun is heating up, just so you know. And I'm gonna unroll our leather strip, and I want to make this an inch instead of an 1.5 inches. So with our acrylic ruler, all we're gonna do is make sure that this guy's even on the inch mark here. So line it up. I'm not a perfect person, but this looks pretty darn good to me.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're just gonna hold it really, really firmly and have your rotary cutter, which I am right-handed, so this is not going well for me all thus far. You're gonna go down with it and just kind of roll it. Wow, look how, wow, I'm doing so good, Becca.
I'd probably just switch it around there.
I'm doing so good. I should probably switch it around.
Yeah, just switch it around.
Hey, we're good though. Look how good we're doing. We're doing great. Okay. Back to the 1 inch mark we go. Oh yeah, oh, I'm doing good. Oh, we're doing fine here. Oh yeah, there we go.
Very good, very good.
I can totally do this. Guys, I don't ever measure a lot. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna do much better this time. Much better. Here we go. Oh, look at me go.
See how much easier.
Look how much better that is.
You got it.
Why did I do that to myself? Anybody know? Anybody?
I don't
No, I don't know either.
It's okay.
Okay.
Entertainment.
Right. You guys can be like, watch Rachel. She's ridiculous. Okay. So we have this pretty even. If you are any better at that than I am, then hopefully yours will look a little bit better. But it's okay. It's okay. It's beautiful in its own way. So now we're gonna assemble. So we have our mirror here. We have the sides and everything. So the first thing I want to do is actually go ahead and attach the back. So our hot glue gun has been heating. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take our hot glue gun, and it's actually been off of its stand for quite a while. Don't know when that happened, of course. So while that's heating back up a little, I'm just going to measure where I want my little strap to go. So let me show you the finished one too. So here's the finished one. Let me show you the back. And the strap you can see is just kind of hanging to allow you to hang it on there. So you can see the side, it's got that pretty decorative nail there. So yeah, we want a little bit of give. I think this is a pretty long strap, so we're going to make this one a little bit shorter. So if we start it there and kind of wrap it around, I think that looks pretty good like that. And that means we'll cut it right here. So guys, literally I'm just like eyeballing this because it really doesn't matter that much. Grab it, cut it, perfect. And I have a little snag here. I'm just gonna cut that off as well. Just kind of finish it, make it look a little bit more polished. Good. Now, our hot glue gun should be heated a little bit more. I'm gonna add some hot glue all the way around. Of course it's not. Darn you, hot glue gun. I don't know how long it's been off of its little holster thing. Nope, nothing. Okay, well, we're just gonna chill here, guys.
No big deal.
Rachel, you know.
We have some comments about our Lynn
happens.
Lily glue gun that we love.
Oh.
People are wondering if it's back in stock, and I did just check, and it is still out of stock. But guys, I dropped a link for Aaliyah, and you can actually put your email address in on their waiting list so you can be notified when it is available. So I do recommend that because last time when they finally came in stock, they were out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And Miss Carol, I do know how to do that, dear. It's just that I was using my left hand and automatically want to go this way instead of keeping my arm straight on the ruler. I know to push it against the ruler, but after I switched hands, I wasn't having much trouble.
Right.
That's why I have to, just work it out. But if you didn't know, guys, you actually might sometimes have an opposite dominant eye than your dominant hand if you didn't know. So when you do things like play sports or shoot a gun, if you're using your non-dominant eye, you actually will not be as accurate or as good at what you're doing. So I'm right-handed but left eye dominant. So sports that I play, I usually have to play the sports left-handed. I have to shoot a gun left-handed and all that kind of stuff. But I'm still right-hand dominant, so it's a bit of a tricky world for me. But if you don't know already, go on Google and look up ways you can tell your eye dominance. The easiest thing for me is to make a diamond and then hold the diamond up on any item like 10, 15 feet away from you, and then just pull the diamond closer to your face and allow that diamond to just kind of flow with whatever eye that item seems clearest. So if that makes sense, mine's always my left eye for some reason, and that's how you can tell your dominant eye. So that's kind of cool, little PSA. So let's see if she's heated up enough.
Kat said I got a different version of that glue gun and it smells like burning electronics after about 2 months of use. So sometimes if you don't connect like the base to the bottom, it will have it kind of does that, which I think is weird. I would send it back, Kat, because we had one issue with that, sent it back and got a new one and haven't had an issue. So I think it may be just a faulty one.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but ours did that sometimes. And then like the whole bottom was like black. It was weird.
Yeah.
But hey, some things have kinks. How on earth did you find out that your dominant eye was different from your hand preference? So Carol, years and years and years ago when I had to take the hunter safety course where my mom worked at the TWRA, which is Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, you take a test if you ever want to like hunt or fish or anything like that. And I don't like to do either, but I took it anyways. They make you learn your dominant eye, because when you're shooting a gun, it is most important that you're using the correct eye. I don't know why they don't push that more in sports, because honestly, it does affect the way you play sports. It affects your hand-eye coordination a lot, and a lot of people don't realize it. So when they forced us to do that for that test, it kind of opened my eyes to, hey, I'm differently, eye dominant than I am hand dominant. But yeah, it's a cool thing. It's cool.
Side note, friends, I did go ahead and post in our private Facebook group, and I'm making it an announcement, so it will be at the top of the page, a cute little leave your cut file requests here post. So if you do have any requests, go over there, find that. We did have a friend who was asking how they can locate that, and it has been mentioned before, and I've frankly just forgotten to make a new post. So that is a fantastic place for you to make your requests for cut files.
Yay.
Wait till after the live.
Wait till after this cute mirror is done. So I got the back on there, perfect. Now I'm gonna do the sides because my hot glue gun decided it was gonna be hot enough for us. So just do this in little sections at a time, because if you do it in big sections, your hot glue is gonna dry and it's not gonna look as good. And we want this looking good. So that looks great. And you can always go in here after the fact and kind of tighten up the corners and things like that, if that makes sense, with your hot glue gun. Like for instance, this right here, see this big gap here? I can take a little bit of hot glue and just run it along that edge right there and close that gap in. And then it looks way more professional. See that right there? Beautiful, crisp. So you can go in after the fact and do that on your lines, but it's just good to get kind of the base down first, and then you can go in and do that. So I'm just doing little zigzags to get a bit better coverage there. And I'm using my 2 longest pieces first, if you guys wanted to know. And take your time. I like to hold a thumb on the edge on this side to make sure I'm constantly being in the center and not like kind of going way up or way down. If I keep my thumb there, it kind of wants to pull it down and make sure that it stays even for us. Hot glue it up. Perfect. And a little tip that I didn't know for a while, I've always thought that hot glue just melts on styrofoam. Clearly it's not, but what does melt styrofoam very quickly is if that metal tip hits it. So if the metal tip on your hot glue gun hits it, it will most definitely melt. So be mindful of that. Adding some hot glue here. My little last strip. And guys, the hardest part about this is probably the curved text, honestly. Putting it together is a very easy, seamless process. So simple. Oh guys, no joke. Look how that fit. What? That fits so well. Like literally, that couldn't have fit any better. Awesome. So once you have that done, you can kind of see some little crack areas. Go in there, open that up. Be careful not to touch your tip onto the styrofoam like we were just talking about, and go in there and close all those little divots, all those little creases there. And again, you can add it even after you add your mirror. If you see some creases, you can add that in there. So now you can kind of pick which one you want to be your top and which one you want to be your bottom. Either is just fine. Becca's phone, God love her.
I know, my gosh.
Beautiful.
Well, so what happened, guys? I have done a beta version of the new iOS on my phone. And so, like, basically it's iOS 14, which will be available to the public, you know, soon, but it's a little glitchy.
Yeah, is it?
It's a little glitchy.
Yeah.
Which is why they have beta testers. And I can't get the sound to not play. So,
well, there's you a review right there.
So I'm trying to look at our Facebook stuff, but, you know, there we go.
Okay, guys, so now you want to pick where you want your strap to go. So since we have our small piece here, that's like we have a seam and we have a seam, I'm going to make that the bottom and then have our top be like right here at these points. So what I'm going to do that is take some hot glue and just put some hot glue right here, just like that, and add one side of my strap, just like that, and then just hold it there for a minute. And then loosen that strap up, and that looks pretty darn good to me. See the strap right there? It's gonna look great. Take it, you can keep it there, just raise that up so you're not moving your positioning, and lay your strap right back down. Perfect. So look how cute that is, guys. So cute. And this is how you'll hang it, just like that. But to take it over the top, we're gonna take these little pins, and if you can see, the bottom, like the very tip, is really, really pointy, so these should go through pretty easily. If not, we can use a pokey tool, but I'm just going to push these through. Push, and it's not going to work, so I'm going to get my pokey tool right here that's a little bit sharper and poke it. Poke, 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 poke. Poke, poke, poke. Perfect. Okay, so you can see I poked it good now. Pull that out. Push this in. Now that's going to stay there pretty good, but if you want to pull that out and add some hot glue, you can do that, but it's going to stay there. See that cute little guy. So now do the same thing on the other side, and you can see if you want to be super particular, you can even measure how far you did that up, but really, guys, I'm going to eyeball it. Just poke it back down.
While you're doing that, Aaliyah said, I've been asked to cut a wood Happy Fall. Can you do bigger than a 12 by 24? It'll be balsa or basswood. So the Cricut balsa and basswood, it's I think 11 inches is the biggest that it comes in. Is that right?
It's true, yeah.
So if you wanted like a script Happy Fall, that would be all one word or two words, then you're limited there. But if you needed them like individual letters, you could just cut them out individually to bypass that restriction. So like each letter could be in one piece of 11 by 11. Now that's going to be super expensive to do that.
And time consuming.
And very time consuming,
but
yeah.
if that's what you want to do.
So one of our favorite hacks right now is to take chipboard and cut it out of chipboard and then take the veneer and glue the veneer, much like what Rachel's doing right now. Glue the veneer on top of the chipboard. Yeah. It's so much quicker to do that, and it's so much cheaper too.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Good tips. Good tips. So guys, we're done. The only thing we have to do is hot glue our mirror on here, and then it's going to look fan-freaking-tastic. So all we're going to do is take our hot glue gun. Be sure to be generous around the edges. For this, feel free to use E6000 if you want to. Just use whatever adhesive you want to use. All of this sticks just fine for us. And then we're going to add our mirror. So be careful as you add it. Be very mindful of where your letters are, how you want that to be hanging, and then place it right down just like so. Put your hands on it. Get some fingerprints on there, and then you can take a paper towel with some alcohol on it again, which I didn't put any alcohol on it, but wiping it's going to do just fine as well. And just kind of wipe that off. And then here's your little mirror. Hi guys. You can just twist it around and see how cute it is. So you got the back, you got the sides with the cute little buttons on there. Look how cute. etched. You can see the fingerprints I did not get. And look at your comments, guys. Hey, it's where I'm reading all your comments. And then that's the screen that I do Design Space with. Hey guys, behind the scenes. So there they are. There's one. Here's the other one with the super long strap. But look how cute these are. So cute.
Adorable.
So cute. Yes. But
So
guys,
our new friend, MGL friend Jill, says, I've been trying to print and cut my logo with my Cricut Maker. Every time I go to cut it, it's tearing up my lettering. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So, a couple things. Is your blade new? Two,
question.
how small is the lettering? Because unfortunately, and Rachel, you can weigh in too. I have found that with the printable vinyl, that sometimes it does, or the printable HTV, it tears a little bit when you get smaller.
It does. It doesn't do fine details very well.
Correct.
And I don't know if that's like the cut setting or I don't know. It could be a variety of different things. I think that it's mostly just because the material is it's fragile. It's a fragile material. You can't cut a ton of detail on that material. When I was doing a comparison video, it was even not cutting well and ripping a little bit on the decal that I chose to make. So I would stick with larger, a little bit less detailed things, not a lot of super florally, patterns or anything like that. Or you could just kind of flatten a base on there to where it would cut out a solid shape and still you would have your little details in there. So either way, but that's a very common problem. It's not just you. Do not think it's just you. But guys, that's it. Look how cute this project turned out. I absolutely love it. I hope that you guys enjoyed it as well. Let me know if you have any questions about it. If you want to go get your membership for just $1, you can do that and use the coupon code JUST1. Or if you want to go ahead and get your yearly membership for $30 off using the code FLASH30, you can do that as well. And then also we have our amazing fall summit if you wanted to jump on board for that too. But yeah, let me see. Miss Patty, first time on a live, I became a yearly member just by watching all of the cute stuff you all make. So happy that for the first time I'm able to catch you all live. Miss Patty, welcome. We're so happy that you've chosen to become part of this community. We hope you're enjoying it, and we hope that you are having a great day. We're so happy you were able to catch us live. We usually go live at 1:30 p.m. Eastern on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Stay tuned if that changes, but for now, that is our schedule. Miss Becca, how are you?
I'm fantastic.
Are you?
Yeah.
Good. You've been commenting a lot.
I have.
You've been doing great.
You know, I don't even know how many friends we have going over here.
Really?
I don't.
I'd
I have not looked. I've been so busy. 286. That's
wow.
fine.
Well,
Yeah.
hi guys.
Yeah.
I
Lots
hope
of
you all
friends.
enjoyed this.
Lots of
craft.
new friends. I'm so excited to meet all of our new friends that we've had today.
It's been amazing. You all are the best. Thank you for tuning in. You guys are great.
Yeah, take advantage of that $1 membership sale that we have going on.
Please
I've dropped
do.
the link several times, but get your feet wet, figure out what Maker's Gonna Learn is about, and then you will likely, by testimony of all of our friends here, want to become a yearly member and just craft with us all the time and get all the benefits of our yearly membership. So the $1, $1's worth a gamble, guys.
Guys, you can't get a McChicken at McDonald's.
You can't even get one cut file for $1.
It's $1.10 with tax at least, and then you got to get a sweet tea and a small fry. So then spending a couple bucks on lunch, or you could spend $1.
Your $1 burger turned into $12.
Yeah. $1 burger. Yeah. Or you could spend $1 and get 20 cut files and an amazing community with the Facebook group and get inspired, guys. We urge you to. If you guys have a die cutting machine and you don't have Maker's Gonna Learn, why? Let us know, because you're missing out on a lot of benefits, whether that's personal or professional. So if you guys want to grow in just crafting yourselves, just making projects, or if you want to grow like a business, definitely consider Maker's Gonna Learn, because we want to give you guys, like I mentioned, all of the education, inspiration, and motivation to get going with your Cricut and to craft everything. What's that quote? Create all the things you wish existed. So that's what we want you guys to do.
So Miss Jill, our new friend, I just love. She's so sweet. I've truly enjoyed this live. live. I've learned a lot today. Thank you so much. I can't wait to get started. I just know that I'm going to enjoy my yearly membership. We are so grateful, Jill, that you found us and that you're interjecting. We love, especially when new members, interact with us, ask wonderful questions, because we love to help you and we love to get to know you. So thank you so much for being a part of our live today.
Thank you guys so much. And Miss Becca still has some more slaving away to do downstairs.
I do.
So she's going to get going. I am going to go do some fun crafty things as well. Miss Michaela coming at us with a great question. Does the etching cream expire? I don't think it like expires. However, I think that kind of like most crafty things, after a long time, it just might be goopier or turn a different color, or might not just be as effective.
Guys, ours was old and it still worked, so.
Yeah, it's true. This is the new bottle, but the old one, guys, she crusty, and she's still etching.
She was nasty,
she's
to
etching.
Be sure.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we are hopping off of here. Thank you again so much. We hope you enjoyed this project, and make sure you go over to our private Facebook group and request cut files. We want to know what you want.
Thanks so much, guys. See ya.